Okay, here we are at 4275 South Dawson. I just came in the front door. There's a nice little covered front porch here. There are a number of security cameras on the outside of the house. I think I spotted 3 of them so far. So you enter into this main hallway, really nice cherry floors. Then there's kind of like a sitting room or a formal living room with a gas fireplace. And then a formal dining room. It does have a tray ceiling, and it's a really nice big dining room. Could fit a big table. There is a slider off of the dining room that goes onto a little balcony. Out into the side yard. From the front door, this is the stair up to the upstairs. Then continuing on back, we've got another living room or family room. The big gas fireplace hearth. They actually have a TV that fits perfectly into that little nook there. And as you can see, the cherry floors continue. Ceiling fan. Plenty of windows, a lot of natural light. And then this steps out onto the back deck. The deck is Trex composite decking material. Looks to be a little bit older, and I can see a few little waves in it, but doesn't look like anything too concerning. In terms of the backyard, there is a lot of landscaping going on back here. So you have the rows of, sorry, my camera's having trouble focusing. Row of lilacs in the back, and then 2 large kind of juniper bushes, and then a row of maple trees along the left side. And, you know, there's just lots of bushes and trees. Then this kitchen is open to the living room. Nice cabinetry. These counters are kind of extra thick. This is almost double the thickness that you normally see, at least on the outside edge. I believe this microwave is vented. I think that vents to the outside, but I'm not positive. Double ovens, and then a pantry in the corner here, and then another door that steps out onto the back deck. The back deck kind of wraps around the whole back of the house. Hot tub here, and also a little eat-in area in the kitchen. Showing you the neighbor's yard here. One reason is because there isn't a whole lot of separation, privacy between the 2 houses, but also on the other side of that wall is Quincy Avenue, which is a pretty busy street. When you're outside, you definitely hear some road noise. So we're basically 2 doors down from the busy street. There is no access from that street straight onto this street, so it's not like there's traffic coming in. It's just that when you're outside, you do hear the traffic noise. Head upstairs. Carpet is a little bit older maybe, but it appears to be good quality. Doesn't look too worn. And so the top of the stairs here, you turn right to go into the primary suite. We've got our little kitty here. And this is a big room. The ceiling fan. So just to, give you an idea of the size, this is pretty elaborate piece of furniture here, and it fits no problem. Give you a better view of the yard from here. So you see we have two large juniper bushes here. I think 3 maples. Just a kind of a fair amount going on landscaping wise. Okay, into the master bathroom. So you see we have 2 sinks, soaking tub. There's also this little extra sink here. I'm not sure what that's for. Closet is really huge. There are actually 2 doors into the closet. And it goes back pretty far in both directions. And then little toilet room that closes off. And then the shower, which looks like, from back here, looks like kind of a small shower, but you actually step into it and it's its whole own little room here. So we have 2 shower heads and actually what turns out to be a pretty large shower. It does have privacy glass, so there's natural light in here. Hey, kitty. Okay, and then there are 3 other bedrooms on this level. There are 2 on this side. So this is, you can see, being used as a craft room, but a pretty good sized bedroom. And they are connected through a Jack and Jill bathroom. So here's a sink, tub and shower. And again, there are windows everywhere, so there's lots of natural light in this house. And then another sink on this side. And each one of these has a door that closes to kind of separate the 2 bedrooms. So this is the other connected bedroom being used as an office. And then this is the 4th bedroom. And this is probably the biggest aside from the primary. So we've got a full-size closet here. And another smaller closet on this side. And this one has its own bathroom. Same finishes as the other bathrooms. So this is kind of an older tile, but it looks pretty nice. And then cherry cabinets. And just a shower. Okay, and that's the upstairs. I'll run you down to the basement real quick. Basement is unfinished, but there are just a couple interesting things to look at down there. Oh, forgot to mention, on the main level, I don't think I brought you back here. Really large laundry room. This is the laundry mudroom setup, so that's the door to the garage. So you're coming straight off the garage. There is a sink. And then the garage, it's a 3-car garage, but it is kind of extra long. So you see we have this big GMC Yukon here, and we've got lots more room. So this 2-car section of the garage, I would guess, is probably at least 25 feet deep, if not deeper. And then the 3rd bay is a little bit smaller over there. But the garage is, finished. It has drywall and texture, but no paint. So Pretty nice as garages go. Okay, now I'll run downstairs. Oh, also powder room in this hallway. Lots of, little custom niches and lots of little architectural details in this house. You can see it in this hallway too. There's just a lot of that stuff going on. Okay. Basement. Unfinished but spacious. The walls are insulated, so I can't really tell you what the foundation looks like, but the ceilings are very high. I think this is a 10-foot ceiling, if not even 11. They're very high ceilings. So this could be a really nice space if it's finished. Basement floor looks great. This is the security door, and all it is this little closet under the stairs. And they've got, a bunch of electronics in here. But that is the security door that you saw in the pictures. And it just encloses that space below the stairs. Plenty of egress windows down here, so if you wanted to finish, that would be easy to do. We do have a sump pit back here, and it was probably built into the house and tied into an interior perimeter drain system. There is no pump or discharge here. It's just the pit. So I imagine they haven't had any water issues here. Otherwise, they would have bought a pump. And then there's this kind of workshop space. So you've got the pegboard, the counters, nice little workshop space. And this is really a big room. This room has large fluorescent overhead lighting. Actually, the whole basement does. Water heater is newer. Furnace is older. And one thing, I'm not sure if it was clear from the listing, but they do have built-in vacuum system. So the vacuum is in the garage, and then you can just plug in various places around the house to use that. And that is the story.